It's April 5th, 2026, London Stadium, the 90-minute mark. Leeds United are 2 goals up. The game is as good as over. And then, thousands of West Ham fans start walking out, heading for the exits, filing past the stewards like they're leaving a very disappointing birthday party. They're done. They've seen enough. They just want to get home. What they don't know is that they're about to miss the most chaotic, absurd, jaw-dropping FA Cup quarter-final in recent memory. A goalkeeper making his debut in a penalty shootout. 2 goals disallowed in extra time. A 20-year-old kid who spent the season playing National League football somehow ending up as West Ham's last line of defence. Let me rewind. It's Sunday afternoon, April 5th, 2026, the FA Cup quarter-finals. And both West Ham and Leeds United have turned up to a glamour knockout tie while simultaneously drowning in the Premier League relegation zone. Leeds are 4 points clear of the drop. West Ham are hovering just above the abyss. This is the kind of fixture where both clubs probably looked at the draw and quietly thought, do we actually want this right now? 2 teams fighting for survival, 1 silver lining, a shot at Wembley. Daniel Farke names a strong 11 for Leeds. Nuno Espirito Santo does the same for the Hammers, because apparently neither manager got the memo about distractions. The game kicks off at 3:30, and Leeds are everywhere from the first whistle. Noah Okafor curls one from the edge of the box. Alphonse Areola tips it around the post. Brilliant save. The Hammers respond. Tati Castellanos latches onto a chance. And Lucas Perry, the Leeds goalkeeper, throws himself to his right and claws it away from point-blank range. The London Stadium is buzzing. This feels like a proper cup tie, like a heavyweight bout where neither fighter quite lands the knockout early on. Both keepers are sharp. Both teams are up for it. And for about 20 minutes, everything is perfectly balanced. Then Ao Tanaka decides he's seen enough of that. It's the 26th minute. Ao Tanaka gets the ball somewhere around the edge of the box, and instead of playing it simple, he just goes. He twists, he turns, he drifts past the West Ham defence like they're traffic cones on a wet Tuesday, and then he rifles a left-footed strike that hits the underside of the bar and crashes in. Leeds 1, West Ham 0. The London Stadium goes quiet. The away end goes absolutely mental. Tanaka wheels away, his teammates pile on. And on the West Ham side of the stadium, the collective groan is audible somewhere in East London. This is the moment the afternoon starts going wrong for the Hammers. Half-time comes and goes. Nuno makes a double change. The Hammers come back out looking sharper, more urgent. They press, they create. Castellanos heads one against the post. The wood is doing West Ham absolutely no favours today. But still, the equaliser doesn't come. And then in the 72nd minute, a moment of genuine controversy. Max Kilman challenges Brendan Aronson inside the penalty area. The referee waves play on. But the VAR screen in Stockley Park has other ideas. It reviews the challenge. It takes its time. That exquisite modern ritual of 30,000 people staring at a screen, waiting for a machine to decide what they just watched with their own eyes. And the decision comes back. Penalty to Leeds. Dominic Calvert-Lewin steps up. He has not exactly been setting the world on fire this season, but he doesn't need to set the world on fire right now. He just needs to score a penalty. He runs up, he places it, bottom left, Perry goes the wrong way, 2-0 Leeds, and now the match feels genuinely over. The away end is singing. Daniel Farke on the touchline allows himself a small smile, which for Daniel Farke is basically the equivalent of doing a backflip. The clock ticks past 75 minutes, then 80, then 85, Leeds are coasting, and thousands of West Ham fans start making a very important decision. Thousands of West Ham fans streaming out of the London Stadium into the cold April air, heading for the tube, maybe a consolation pint. The game is done, Leeds are 2-0 up with minutes left, and rational thinking says, yeah, fair enough, leave now, beat the queue, same time next season. The referee signals 11 minutes of added time. 11. That's not injury time. That's basically a bonus half. The West Ham fans still inside look at the board and think, oh, interesting. The ones filing out of the turnstiles are completely oblivious. They're already on their phones, already composing furious tweets about Nuno's tactics, about VAR. about the state of football, and then Jared Bowen gets the ball. 90 minutes and 3 seconds. Jared Bowen drives forward. He unleashes a shot. It crashes off the post. And Mateus Fernandes is right there. Rebound. He tucks it in. 1-0. Sorry. 1-2. West Ham 1. Leeds 2. The London Stadium absolutely erupts. Those still inside go completely delirious, as if every last ounce of emotion they'd been suppressing for 89 minutes just explodes out of them at once. And outside the ground, some of those fans who left early stop walking. They hear the roar. They look at each other. That familiar, sinking, horrible sensation begins to creep in. Maybe they should have saved. 90 minutes and 6 seconds. 3 seconds later, Axel Disasi, right-footed strike. From the centre of the box, it goes in. 2-2. West Ham have equalised in stoppage time. From 2 goals down, the stadium loses its absolute mind. People are hugging strangers, crying, screaming. One supporter is reportedly seen running back into the stadium from outside, which is both athletically impressive and emotionally devastating. And to add an extra layer of chaos, Disasi's goal gets checked by VAR. A high boot was involved in the build-up. The crowd holds its breath again, the screen flickers, and then the goal stands, and the London Stadium celebrates twice in the same minute. Because of course it does. Extra time. 30 more minutes of pure psychological warfare, and West Ham, still buzzing from the comeback, come out swinging. Tati Castellanos thinks he's scored. He wheels away. The fans go up, and then the linesman's flag is up. Offside. The joy is surgically removed from the building. Minutes later, Bowen rifles one against the post again, because apparently the woodwork is West Ham's most consistent performer tonight. The rebound falls to Pablo. He bundles it in. The net bulges. 3-2 West Ham, or so they think, because the assistant referee had his flag up before Pablo even touched it. Offside again. 2 perfectly good goals, denied within minutes of each other. Like the universe is holding a very personal grudge against West Ham United. And then, the final twist. Deep into extra time, with penalty shootout approaching, Alphonse Areola jumps for a cross and lands awkwardly. He's down. He's not getting up. He's done. Cramp or an ankle. Either way, the West Ham number 1 is finished for the evening. Nuno looks at his bench. The bench stares back. There is no Mads Hermansen on the bench. The backup goalkeeper isn't there. So Nuno turns to Finlay Herrick, a 20-year-old, 4th-choice goalkeeper, who, until this season, was playing his club football at Boreham Wood in the National League. He has never made a senior appearance for West Ham in his life. He joined the club's academy at the age of 6. He has waited 14 years for this moment, and the moment is a penalty shootout in an FA Cup quarter-final, no pressure. There is one more twist before the shootout even begins. Leeds United are told they cannot take their penalties in front of their own fans. Safety concerns. The stewards won't allow it. So Leeds, who have just battled through 120 minutes of chaos, now have to walk to the other end of the ground like naughty children being moved to a different classroom. Their fans can barely see. The players look around, bemused. Daniel Farke stands on the touchline then with the expression of a man who has been mildly inconvenienced but has absolutely decided not to let it bother him. And then it begins. The shootout. With a 20-year-old debutant in goal who has never faced a competitive senior penalty in his professional career, standing in front of 60,000 people. Joel Pirro steps up first for Leeds. Herrick dives right. He saves it. The London Stadium goes absolutely berserk. This kid, this 20-year-old boy who spent half the season at Boreham Wood, has just saved a penalty on his senior debut in an FA Cup quarter-final in extra time. The fairy tale is writing itself in real time. Then Jared Bowen walks up for West Ham. Lucas Perry goes the right way, saves it. Of course he does, because this match simply cannot allow either team to have a clean, straightforward moment. Bowen stands there, hands on hips, head down. The look of a man who has just been personally victimised by the football gods. The shootout continues. Leeds convert. West Ham convert. Leeds convert. And then Pablo steps up for West Ham. The same Pablo whose goal was disallowed in extra time. His second chance at redemption. Lucas Perry saves it. 2 missed penalties for the Hammers, 2 massive saves for the Leeds goalkeeper. The maths is brutal. Pascal Struijk strides forward for Leeds. He places the ball. He takes 3 steps. He hits it clean and true into the bottom corner. And that's it. Leeds United are in the FA Cup semi-final, 4-2 on penalties, for the first time in 39 years, since 1987. An entire generation of Leeds fans have waited their whole lives for this moment, and they get it, in a shootout. After 2 disallowed goals, after a teenager in goal, after thousands of West Ham fans had already left. And so the aftermath. Leeds are going to Wembley, FA Cup semi-final, against Chelsea, April 25th, while West Ham go home. The thousands who left early try to piece together what happened through phone notifications and frantic WhatsApp messages. They learn about the comeback, the disallowed goals, the cramp-induced goalkeeper debut, the penalty heroics, all the things they paid good money not to see. Jermaine Beckford, former Leeds striker, says on television, "Never leave early. You never know what can happen in football." And somewhere in East London, several thousand West Ham fans stare into the middle distance and agree with every word. The cruelest part? Nuno's team proved they have the spirit to fight. They just lost. In a very spectacular, very West Ham kind of way. Let's also appreciate one man in all of this. Finlay Herrick, 20 years old. He joined West Ham United's pre-academy at the age of 6. He went through every single age group. He won the FA Youth Cup in 2023. He went on loan to Boreham Wood. In the National League, the 6th tier of English football, he came back. He sat on the bench as the 4th choice keeper. And on April the 5th, 2026, with the match on the line and the stadium holding its breath, he got changed. He ran out. He saved a penalty. On his debut, he could not stop the others. He ultimately ended up on the losing side. But for 5 minutes, Finlay Herrick was the most famous goalkeeper in England, and nobody can ever take that away from him. This match had everything: a brilliant goal, a controversial penalty, a 2-goal lead surrendered in stoppage time, 2 goals disallowed in extra time, a goalkeeper injured on the biggest night of his season, a 20-year-old kid making his debut in a shootout, Leeds fans told to walk to the wrong end to take penalties, and thousands of fans who left early and missed all of it. This is the FA Cup. Chaotic, absurd, completely indifferent to your travel plans. Leeds go to Wembley, West Ham go home, and somewhere on the London Underground, a group of West Ham fans in claret and blue sit in total silence on the district line, slowly piecing together just how much they missed. That's football. Good night.